What's going on? What's going on? We live. We have one of our special guests, one of our friends. We have Miss Gail Maddox. A couple other names in the building. How you doing, Miss Gail?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Like the old folks say, I'm doing tolerably well. I'm trying to do it like this. Okay, there we go. Like the old folks say, I'm doing tolerably well. I'm gonna turn this down. See what's going on. Okay, now. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Not like I thought it would. Oh, there it is. I'm doing it wrong. That ain't gonna work. Not like I thought it would. See what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to see if I can see some comments. So. See what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to see if I can see some comments. So. That's gonna be a little. There it is. That's it. There it is. All right. Can I hear you?
Can you?
Okay, I think I can. So what's going on, people? We're back with another one on Business in the Cut. We have Ms. Gail Maddox in the building. And we're going to talk a little bit about a couple of subjects. A very touching subject to me because I'm very close to the family. So I just want you to tune in. You can comment, and I can probably see your comments. Good evening, Linda. I see you. So, Gail, I'm sure by now everybody knows who you are. We gotta ask what school you went to, though. I gotta ask that. I mean, you know, it's what I do.
No.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. Everybody can't be perfect. So Gail has been my friend for over 30 years. So we usually cut up. We probably gonna cut up today a little bit. But she went to Winona, and among other things, can you tell us about some of your businesses?
Well, I am a realtor with Keller Williams in Hoover, tax right, have a catering business, and I just recently started the Mahogany Scholarship Foundation.
Okay. So how long you been with Keller Williams?
Not quite a year.
Okay, you like it?
I love it.
I see you posting a lot, sold, so I'm like, okay, she getting down. For you to be in there a year, you doing your thing. Okay. And the tax business. Now, I know for a fact you've been doing that for a long time. You did my tax. So how do you like that?
I like it.
Okay. Well, that's cool. You just started a new business, or a new venture. What's the name of it again?
Mahogany Scholarship Foundation. Mahogany
Scholarship Foundation. So we're going to be looking for you all to give to the Mahogany Scholarship Foundation, especially the ones that know her. So I guess we're going to get into it. As you all know, Mahogany Jackson was a young lady that was raped, murdered. She was beaten, murdered, some time ago, back in February. And it was a very touching situation. Made national news, am I right?
You're correct.
Yeah, made national news. And I had a few questions for Gail, and I had to put it on paper because I wanted to do this just right. So, Gail, I wanted to ask you, you had to almost just do a grasp of your life. Like this was a big part of your life gone. How do you cope with losing your daughter?
Therapy.
Okay.
And even with that, I had my good days and a whole lot of bad days.
Okay.
You know, and a lot of prayer.
Okay. You know, a lot of people now can see how much you're hurting because they're losing children left and right. These children are doing a lot of things out here. Mahogany had a daughter too.
Yes.
Your granddaughter. How has she been since this happened?
There are times when she asks for her mom, and I have to pull out my phone and show her videos of her mom. And, you know, sometimes it'll help because she's young.
Right.
And she doesn't fully understand. And sometimes it doesn't help. But she's making it. She's in therapy as well.
Right. You think that the therapy is helping?
I know it's helping.
It's helping. Okay. I think a lot of people have to just cope because they can't afford therapy. You know, they just have to go on everyday life. You know, just take it on the chin. And I've been hearing a lot of people, you know, now they're in therapy. So I think that's a good thing for a lot of people. I wish more people could, you know, be able to afford therapy. So how is the family being? I know it's affected the family.
Like I said, we have our good days, and we have a whole lot of bad days because it's just been like one thing after another.
Right.
And we've gotten closer. I will say that. You know, I'll say I had a breakdown the other day. It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And my sisters was there. My oldest daughter was there, and you know they ran to my aid. You know, but we check on each other more. Our family as a whole.
Right. Right.
Something that we've always been close, but
just made everybody come together even closer.
Yes.
Your daughter, your baby girl, she received the text message that night. I know that was.
She actually received a phone call.
Oh, she received a phone call?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got the text message.
Okay.
She received a phone call. It was that morning, February the 25th.
So when you received the text message, when was that?
It was the same. So I didn't even know I had gotten a text message until my baby girl had called me.
Okay.
I was on my way to Georgia to pick up my son.
Uh-huh.
And she called me and she said, "Mom, I just got a disturbing phone call from Mahogany. It was like an audio FaceTime, but I couldn't see nothing." And she didn't say anything. She hung up and she sent me her location.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, "Well, let me see what's going on." When I got off the phone, I looked at my phone and I had a text message through Messenger. And it said, "Don't call. Send the police. I'm being held hostage. An apartment," and I can't tell you the number because of legal reasons.
Right.
But she told me where she was.
If I can ask, how did the police respond to that? How quickly?
I would say they got there in a timely manner. They did.
Okay.
They got there.
Okay. What would you like to see take place for the ones who were responsible for what happened to your daughter?
I have so many thoughts, but I just want whatever God sees fit. I have so much rage in me towards them because she didn't deserve that. Nobody
deserves that.
Nobody. I feel like they should stay locked up for the rest of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that every time they open their eyes, close their eyes, they see my daughter's face
Mm-hmm.
for the rest of their lives, you know. At least they're still here. She's gone.
Right.
You know, and there are some times where I feel like, you know, she's not here, they shouldn't be here. But the Christian in me, you know, is working on that.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like this, but I have a lot of hatred in my heart towards them, and I'm praying and asking God to help heal my heart, because I don't want to feel like that.
Right. What positives do you want to see come from this? I know it might be too early to ask, but what positive would you like to see come from this?
I hope that this help other young people to realize that, you know, everybody's not your friend. And you know, not all people have good intentions when it comes to you. And if your parents are warning you about certain people, listen.
Right.
You know, because we know more than you think we know.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you know, I don't care how many times I have to tell this story. I don't care how bad it makes me feel, how bad I have to cry when I leave here or scream. Because if I have to shout it from the mountaintop, if it helps somebody, if it saves somebody, I'll do it as many times as I need to.
Now, the hard question is, how do you block out the naysayers, the people that say, well, she was no angel, or the people that say this and say that? How do you block out those people?
You know, people gonna say what they want to say.
Right.
They said a lot about me. I don't even know what all they said, because I have tried to live my life in such a way, and you know it,
right,
that if anybody got something negative to say about me,
right,
you know it ain't true. I love people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a people person. I will help anybody. And Mahogany was that way.
Mm-hmm.
She just had some other stuff going on with her.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And
no child is perfect.
No child is perfect.
And we'll be allowed to sit and say, well, my baby didn't do my... That's a lie.
Let me tell you something.
At the same time, no child deserves what she got.
No.
Nobody deserves it. So.
Not even a dog. Not even a dog.
You say you started a foundation. But before you say that, what message would you give to people committing crimes, these type of crimes or any kind of crime?
Think about the family that's left behind to deal with what you've done. Think about your family. You know, how they're going to feel. I'm sure, you know, those people that did this stuff to my daughter, you know, some of the family, if, you know, I don't know them,
mm-hmm.
but I'm sure that if it were my child,
right,
I would be embarrassed. I would be hurt, you know, to think that my child could be involved in something like that, doing something like that to somebody else. You know, think about what there's how do I put this? Everything that you do has consequences.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just think about it. You know, these people have left. My daughter she was 3 at the time, but she's 4 years old. She has a 4-year-old daughter. You know, I went to pick up a package a few weeks ago, and I had my granddaughter in the car with me, and my daughter and my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Not my sister, my oldest daughter and my baby daughter. And on the way coming back from picking up that package, my grandbaby said, "Grandma, can you take me to see my mommy?" So at first I tried to block it out. She said it again, "Grandma, please take me to see my mommy."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Not a year." I said, "Just give me a minute. Grandma gonna talk to you when we get to the house." When we got to the house, she started kicking and screaming. And she said, "I want to see my mommy. Grandma, can you please take me to see my mommy?"
Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
People don't understand, you know, when you do stuff like this, when you out here doing all this senseless killing about stupid, they don't even know. I can't even tell you why they did this to my daughter. It's nothing that could make me understand why somebody would do this to somebody. But when I had to look at my granddaughter kicking and screaming and crying, saying, "Grandma, please take me to see my mommy." Yeah. And when I finally got her when I finally got her in the house and I talked to her, and I said, "Your mama, she's an angel." And I said, "I wish I could take you to see your mama. I want to see her too, you know." Then I said, I had to get myself together, because at the end of the day, she still needs me, you know. Mm-hmm. So I went back, I pulled the videos up of her mama, and I showed them to her.
No, I watched your children grow up, and basically me and you grew up together. And you know, your children had a real love for me, and I had a love for them. You know, so that's why this one hit home for me. I normally don't cry, but that one made me cry. You know. So, what positives would you like to see come out of your daughter? Like, what memories?
I just want people to know who she truly was. She loved her family. Right. We bumped heads a lot. Mm-hmm. But she loved me.
That's good in a child.
And she loved her daughter, her sisters, her brothers, everybody. This lady over there, she was like a sister to me. Mm-hmm. They bumped heads. Mm-hmm. But when Mahogany got in trouble, that was the first person she called. Mm-hmm. She would give you her last. Mm-hmm. She got that from me. She just had a problem.
That's what you do. You do that.
She was sick. She was addicted to pills.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was addicted to pills. And I tried everything that I could to help my child. Some stuff, some roads they have to walk on their own.
Yeah. You can try. So that's why you created the foundation?
I created it because it's not a lot, but it's a little hope. You know, there are some young adults that are out here trying to make it. Mm-hmm. I talked to a couple of people. There's one young guy, he's working, and he's in school. Mm-hmm. Then I talked to another young lady. She's working, and she's in school. They're not like kids that, had just left high school and on their way to college. But even if it was, it could be them. I just want to help whoever I can.
Right.
And I mean, that's been me all my life.
Right.
But even more so now.
So what's the name of the foundation again?
The Mahogany Scholarship Foundation.
The Mahogany Scholarship Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And what's it like geared toward? I mean, what?
It is geared towards presenting deserving students with a little extra funds to buy things that they may need, like books, even just, it could be everyday necessities that they need at school, Yeah,
because, what people don't understand is that a lot of young people have it hard. Some young people are getting bullied. Some young people haven't even had a meal. And some young people, just like Mahogany, addicted to pills, they want to change, but they don't have nobody to talk to. Because everybody say, I know why you're doing it. You just bad. You just don't want to do. But you haven't sat down and had a conversation.
Let me tell you something. And I've said this before. These young adults these days, they have more stressors and pressures than we had coming up.
In a lot of ways, they do.
Yeah. And
people might not say that, but in a lot of ways they do. Yeah.
It's true. Because I look at the things that I dealt with my older kids. I have a son that'll be 31 this year.
And you don't even look like.
Yeah. But I look at what I dealt with my older kids versus Mahogany.
Right.
And it's different.
Right.
Some of the things that they face, I wouldn't even dream of,
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying this the other day. I said, it seems to me that when they're younger and if they get into something, instead of giving them a slap on the wrist, go ahead and make an example first so you don't have to deal with stuff like this.
But it's so hard to even try to get the juvenile people involved because they want to charge you and make you out to be the bad person a lot of times.
Well, that's true. But, I mean, we just got to take baby steps to making a change.
Yeah.
It's necessary.
I think that scholarship will really help a lot of young people. A lot of times they get to college, they don't have food. Mama really didn't have the money to send them. They was on scholarship, so they don't have food. Then those books are so expensive. And, that can help, in a lot of ways for one or two, and then you can go and grab some more. And, that can help in a lot of ways. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And congratulations on just beginning to pick up the pieces.
I'm trying.
Yeah. I know it's not easy, but I'm glad you got a good support team.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I have a wonderful support team.
Yeah. Yeah. I see this. Bud wants to be a part of the show too. I see that that you try, and we'll do all we can, and you can come back on whenever you want to talk. We'll do all we can to help you too.
Okay.
So what we need you to do, we need you to look up Gail Maddox. She's gonna have all the information about the scholarship, and we need you to sow into a scholarship so we can help some other young people. You got anything else that you want to say?
Do you have anything else you want me to say?
Hey, I got all night.
We'll leave that for next time.
Okay, that's fair. As always, I really appreciate you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all for coming, for watching. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our listeners, our sharers, everybody that's sharing. Share this so someone can see this, and maybe you can help somebody, and maybe you can be the one that can stop somebody from committing a crime. So as always, we thank you.